Morning, everyone. Right. So today we'll start with the new chapter that is problem solving technique, right? Or problem solving methodology, you can also call, right? Chapter number 5, problem solving technique, right? So we are done with the chapter number 1, overview of computers. So there is next is chapter number 2, that is input, output, and storage devices or memory unit, memory devices. And chapter number 3 is, as we know, so the problematic chapter, that is data representation. Next, chapter number 4, that is software concepts. We are done with the software concepts yesterday, so we are completed the chapter number 4, that is software concepts. So right now, so it is chapter number 5, that is problem solving techniques, right? So problem solving techniques. So majorly, so it focused on the flowchart and algorithms. Okay. So, but before that, so we need to know about the problem solving methodology or problem solving techniques. So, what do you mean by problem? First of all, tell me. So, what do you mean by problem? So, if you say any in mathematics, or it may be a logical, or it may be arithmetical. Okay. So, what we call, so there is some problem, right? Okay, so if it is any switching problem in the electricity, so what you will say, it's a problem. Here it is a problem. Okay, so if your water connection, so it was not properly working, so becomes a problem to you, right? So how do you define a problem, first of all? Later on, we will go with the problem solving technique or problem solving methodology. So how do you define a problem? Okay, anywhere. So if your pen is not writing well, okay, not writing properly, so then it is also a problem while writing. Yes. Okay, so if it is on, if there is an online class is going on, okay, so if it is the video is not visible or audible to you, so when I am speaking on, when I am conversing with you, when I am teaching to you, right? So then it is also a problem. Okay, because of the device error, network error. Okay, so there may be problem with interconnection of the internet. Okay, so there are so many problems we need to face. Okay, so we need to sort it out. And so in this world, any problem has got its own or multiple solutions. Yes, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Any problem in this world, it got its own solution. Is it clear? Is it clear? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು? So then what do you mean by problem? So how do you define? So how do you define this problem? Problem ಹೇಗೆ define ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? Something which brings disturbance to our work while doing. Okay, Ampana. Then so anything barrier or an obstacle. Okay, so or any interference while processing of our work is known as a problem. Okay, so and as I told, so every problem has got its own solution. Okay, so ಈಗ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ. ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಪರಿಹಾರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದಲ್ಲ ಎರಡು ರೀತಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, is that clear? Is that clear? So let me take daily life problems such as preparing a coffee. Okay, so I am new to the kitchen. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಹೊಸಬ ಕಿಚನ್ಗೆ. ನನಗೆ I need to prepare a coffee, right? ನಾನು ಕಾಫಿನ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. How to prepare a coffee? It's a problem to me. Okay. Otherwise, so I am new to Tumkur. Okay, so I'll just take the train from the Bangalore. I'll land on the Tumkur junction. Okay, so I need to reach Tumkur University. I'm new one, so it is a problem. How to solve it? How to prepare a coffee? How to reach Tumkur University from railway station. So both are problems. ಹೌದಾ ನಾನು ಕಿಚನ್ಗೆ ಹೊಸಬ ಕಾಫಿ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನನಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹಾಗೇನೆ ನಾನು ಸೊ ತುಮಕೂರ್ಗೆ ಅಪರಿಚಿತ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಒನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅನಾನಿಮಸ್, ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್, what are the areas so in Tumkur, right? So I am new, so I need to reach Tumkur University by walk or any two-wheeler or any taken by auto or any cab, etc. Okay, this is my problem. There are two problems: reaching Tumkur University and preparing a coffee. Okay, so it has got its own solution or not? Idea? Solution idea? Yes or no? Yes. ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ any preparation of any food or any junk food or any preparing coffee and tea, so it's a easy thing. Okay, so we can take the help of the Google or you can watch the YouTube videos how to prepare it. Okay, you can easily prepare that. Okay, so we should have some protocols and then so we should follow some methodologies. That itself is called problem solving techniques, right? So when I came to railway station, I need to take the help of the auto drivers or any cab drivers. Okay, so you just ask him to drop me to the Tumkur University. Okay, so otherwise, so I need to take the Google help. Okay, I need to go by Google Map. Okay, so either by walk or any vehicles. Okay, so then preparing a coffee. So preparing a coffee is not a big deal. Okay, so we can prepare. Take it low. Okay, so boil some water. Okay, so pour some sugar, so little bit, and then so pour some milk. Okay, so then coffee powder, so bake it sometimes. Okay, take the cup and saucer and then pour it and then filter the coffee. Then you can prepare the coffee. Yes, that's the solution. So every problem in this world set has got its own solution. Okay, so some daily life problems and also logical problems. Here it comes so mathematical and logical problems. Okay, so we need to solve. So that is what we call problem solving techniques or problem solving methodology. Okay, is that clear? This is about the brief introduction regarding the problem solving technique. Is that clear, everyone? Artha aagta idea? Artha aagta idea?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear? Is that clear? Problem solving technique, a brief introduction. Artha aita?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So then we move computerized processing. Okay, so computers process the data, so as we know, and it will convert the data, raw facts and figures into meaningful information. This is what we call computerized process. Okay, this process action will take in several steps. Okay, not a single step it will solve. Okay, so this is what we call computerized process, right? So converting the raw fact and figures, that is data, into meaningful, well-defined information. Okay, so this activity process, it takes many steps. Yes, is that clear? Is that clear? Right? One example I'll give. Okay, so I'll consider this A plus B minus C, right? So it will be stored in the another variable called Z. Okay, what is this? What is this I have written here? Okay, A plus B minus C. What is this? A plus B minus C. What is this?
It's a problem.
Problem antara ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ? So mathematically ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? What is that? Arithmetical expression.
Yes, sir.
We'll call it as an arithmetical expression, and so we should have some value for it. Okay, so A is equal to 6, B is equal to minus 3, and C is equal to 5. Right? So then what is the value of Z becomes? Okay, so you will substitute the value plus
minus 2, sir.
Okay.
So your video is completely stuck.
Right. So then what happens here? Right. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ?
So 6 minus 3, 3, 3 minus 5 minus 2.
3 minus 5. The z value becomes minus 2. Okay, now. Okay. So here, this is an input. Okay. This is the process. This is the what do you call this? This entire thing will be called process. What is this? Computerized process. So what we call that? Here input.
Output.
Yes, it's an output. Right. Is that clear? Is that clear? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? So this is what we call computerized process. So ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯುಯಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯುಯಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲಿ ಅದೇ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ? ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ? ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ? ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕೇಳುತ್ತಾ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ? ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸೀಕ್ಸ್ ಟು ಎಂಟರ್ ದ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ಸ್. Okay, it will just ask you to enter the inputs. Okay, the remaining output will be automatically generated. Okay, this process is known as computerized process. So it's not only arithmetical, so it will perform the other logical problems also, right? For example, we will consider here if a is greater than b. Okay, so which is the biggest? A. Okay, so if b is greater than a, so biggest number is b. Okay, so one more possibility is if a is equal to b. Okay, na ee more possibility bittu bere agokke chance illa logically. Okay, logic is perfection. Logic is perfection. Okay, if a is greater than b, so the biggest number is a. Okay, undoubtedly we will say, and if b is greater than c, b is the second variable. Second variable is b. B is the biggest. Okay, so one more possibility is a is equal to b. Okay, so whatever is the output, it will come. Okay, both inputs are equal.
Equal.
Otherwise, both a and b are equal. You can say a and b are equal. Right? Can we say? Here, if a is greater than b, bigger number is, we can say it is big is equal to a. So then, if b is greater than a, so biggest is b. And then, so one more possibility is this: first variable is equal to second variable. That is, both a and b are equal, right? Okay, so it depends on the input what we give. Okay, so you can give 3. Okay. A is equal to 6, b is equal to 3. So here the first expression will be executed, and then the biggest number is a. Okay, so you say this is 2 and then 10. So then second statement will execute because so a is less than b, b is greater than a. So b will be executed. When we give both the inputs, then the third statement will be executed. Right? This will be automatically done by the computer. This is what we call computerized processing. Okay, is that clear, everyone? Is that clear? Are you getting my point? So this is the mathematical problem. So what we solve with the computer process, and this is a logical problem. Logic astra. Okay, logic under possibilities. Okay, now is that clear? Okay, so we'll combine both the features of mathematics and then logic in problem solving technique. Is that clear? Okay, is that clear? Right. So I found the solution now, reaching the Tumkur University from railway station. Okay, so either by cab, okay, either by walk, either by seeking somebody's help and taking the vehicle. Okay, so two-wheeler, cycle. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? These are the possibility to solve the Yes, Google Map. You can take the help of Google Map also. Okay, these are the possibilities of problem solving technique. Okay, this is also a problem solving technique. This is my problem, logical problem. This is my problem with respect to mathematics, arithmetic expression. We saw it. Okay, this is what we call computerized process. Okay, so converting the data into meaningful information by the activity of process. Is that clear? Is that clear? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಒಂದು arithmetic expression ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು mathematical problem ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು logical problem ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Is that clear everyone? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Is that clear? Next ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. Write down this example. Example ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಇದು? Is that clear? Say yes or no. Is that clear? You are getting my points?
Yes, sir.
You are understanding my
Just a
concept?
minute, sir. I'll copy.
What? Really?
Just a minute, sir. I'll copy that.
Yeah, sure. Is it clearly visible now? Screen?
Completed, sir.
Okay, finished? Finished? Shall I rest?
Yes, sir. Completed.
Very good. Okay, next. Right. So now we'll discuss the steps involved in the problem solving technique. Okay. So I'll write the steps. Okay. Steps involved in problem solving technique. Okay. Number one, problem definition. Next, problem analysis. Next is problem design. So in the problem design, we have algorithm and flowchart. Okay, problem definition analysis. So problem design. So you just write design. Next is coding. Next is program test or debug. Debug is nothing but identifying the
Errors.
debugging, identifying the errors. So whether there is any mistakes or errors in the coding. Okay, and then run program run. Okay, they are execute. Run the program. Okay, so after testing, so debugging, run the program, and seventh one is documentation, and the last one is maintenance. Is it visible? Last one,
No, sir.
the eighth one. Maintenance. Maintenance. Okay. These are the steps involved in problem solving techniques. So we will go one by one. Okay. Problem definition, problem analysis, design.
Last one not visible, sir.
So maintenance. Last one is maintenance. Okay. Is it visible now? Is it visible? ನೋಡಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತಾ ಈಗ ಈಗ ಕಾಣುತ್ತಾ
Yes, sir.
right. Step number one is problem definition. Number two, analysis, problem analysis. Next, so problem design. Next, coding. Coding, nothing but writing a program. Next, program testing or debugging. Next, run the program. Execution. You can call it as an execution of the program. Execution of the program. Next is documentation. And finally, maintenance. Okay. Is it clear? Right? So problem definition, problem analysis, design, coding, problem coding. Next, program test, debugging, run the program, documentation, maintenance. Just write all the steps. Okay, so we'll go one by one. So completing the steps is completing your chapter. Okay, so this chapter includes the steps. Okay, so if you finish on time, so we are done with this chapter. Okay, finished? I all the steps, 8 steps. Problem definition, problem analysis, problem design, problem coding, next problem testing or debugging, and run the program, execute the program, and finally documentation, and last maintenance.
The programming test also has one or two steps now, sir. Inside that, we have the
Program
unit test, then the
debug.
major test.
This one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, of course, debugging. So finding each and all the codings, whether it is we have written right or wrong, so it will test. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We have
So there
more
will
types
be
of tests now, sir.
yes. Test also, errors also, right? Errors kuda different types ಇದೆ, test kuda different types. Testing tools ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇದೆ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಟೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ವೇರ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ.
Yes.
ರೈಟ್? ಓಕೆನಾ? ಈಗ Zoom ಆಪ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? Zoom ನ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಟೂಲ್ ಮಾಡೇನೆ ಸೊ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಬರೋದು. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಈಗ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಡೆಲಿವರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ಕೇರ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ವಾ, ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ಕೇರ್ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಬಟ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಆ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಹೇಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿದೆಯಾ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ರೈಟ್? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಓಕೆ, ಫಿನಿಶ್ಡ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇದು? Errors also different kind of errors debugging ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, logical errors, semantic errors. Okay, so errors all different types ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಮುಂದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಬಂದಾಗ. Okay, syntax error, logical error, next semantic error ಅಂತ. Okay, so debug ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ so finding the errors in the code. Okay, ನಾವು ಬರ್ದಿರೋ ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು errors ಇದ್ರೆ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೋದೇ program test and debugging ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Okay, so is that clear? Okay, so first we will move with the problem definition. Right? Problem definition. Okay, so we need to define the problem first. Okay, so it's an obstacle, it's an barrier, it's an interference to our completing a task or any work. Okay, so we need to define the problem first. Okay, so I need to prepare a coffee. This is my problem. This is the problem definition. Okay, the second one is I need to reach from railway station to Tumkur University. It is another problem definition, right? Like that, so we have so many problems in our daily life and also mathematically and logically, right? So finding area of square, triangle, rectangle, circle, circumference of a circle, next so area of cuboid, cube. Okay, so and we have plenty of problems. Okay, then total surface area of cone. So next curved surface area of cone, curved surface area of cylinder, total surface area of cylinder. Okay, so cube, cuboid. Okay, sphere, hemisphere, area, finding the area of sphere, hemisphere, cube, cuboid, etc. So these are all the problems we have. Okay, so we have the unique solution to solve either with algorithm or flowchart. Okay, so this is what we call problem definition. So it will seek the data from you, right? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಸೊ ನಾನು ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರಿಂದ ಬಂದೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೀಚ್ ದ ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ತುಮಕೂರು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಬಂದು ಇಳಿದೆ. ಸೊ ನನ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಾನೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಂದ ತುಮಕೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೆ, ಪ್ರಯೋಜನ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಐ ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸಮ್ ಇಂಟೆನ್ಷನ್, ಐ ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮೈ ಗೋಲ್, ಐ ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮೈ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್. ಓಕೆ, otherwise so coming from Bangalore unnecessarily and reaching the junction of railway station junction of Tumkur, so there will be no meaning in it. ಹೌದಾ? ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ ಕೆಲಸ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಂದ ಬಂದು ತುಮಕೂರಲ್ಲಿ ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಇಳಿದು ನನಗೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಸೊ ಐ ವೇಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಮೈ ಟೈಮ್, ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ಫೇರ್, ಮನಿ. ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಹೌದಾ ಇಲ್ಲ?
Yes, sir.
Right, just you quit the session and then rejoin Impana. There will be a small little bit network error, I think. So it was, my voice is not audible to you. Okay, so what about others? Is that my voice is clear? Everyone? Okay, other than Meghana.
ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ವಾಯ್ಸ್.
Break ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಈಗಲೂ break ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Is it audible clearly?
ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ನಾಟ್ ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಸರ್.
Not visible. Visibility is also not there.
Sir, it's visible but blur.
Okay, so just quit the session and then you rejoin.
Sir, I quit, sir. I've already
Okay,
rejoined.
so then I will rejoin again. Let me see. Okay, so Is that clear now? Is my voice is clear to you? Is that clear now?
So your voice is clear, but the board is little blurred.
Again, I think it may be an
No,
internet
sir,
problem.
now it's clear. It's clear. It's clear, sir.
Okay, right. So what I told, so every problem has got its own unique solution. But so landing in the railway junction of Tumkur, and unknowingly, so I just came and then I'm standing and seeing everyone. Okay, so it is foolishness and it is a waste of time, money, and energy also, right? So without any intention, without any target, without any goal, by reaching Tumkur, so it's a waste of time, right? There is no meaning in it. But the problem definition should have some meaningful targets. Okay, so you need to fulfill some tasks, right? You need to fulfill some barriers, or we need to clear the barriers, and you need to solve the unique solution, right? And we will get the final results after that. Okay, so without knowing, without intention, without goal, so we can't work with the problem solving technique. Yes or no? ನನಗೆ ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್. ನನ್ನ ಮುಂದೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ನನ್ನ ಮುಂದೆ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಏನಿದೆ, ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, ರೈಟ್? ನಾನು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಂದ ತುಮಕೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ತುಮಕೂರು ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಳಿದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನನಗೆ ದಾರಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ತುಮಕೂರು ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನ್ನ ಗೋಲ್, ನನ್ನ ಮೇನ್ ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬದ್ಧನಾಗಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ನನಗೆ ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮನವರಿಕೆ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ there will be no meaning in it. Is that clear? Is that clear? Okay, so even so it may be a logical, mathematical, or daily problem, so you must know the definition of problem. Okay, so problem definition, it includes what computer program does. Okay, so ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. Computer program ನಾನು ಬರೆದ ಮೇಲೆ, so what it will do, so you should know that. Okay, next, what task it will perform. We should know this also. Next, what kind of data will use and where we get it from, and where we get it. What will be the output? Output of the program. What will be the output of program? Next, how does program interact with the user? Okay, so this is what we say a problem definition. Okay, so what the computer program does? Okay, is it solves our problem or not? Okay, and then so what task it will perform? What task it will perform? ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತದು, right? ಏನ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. Next, what kind of the data will use? So it may be a alphabet, or it may be a numerical, or it may be a special symbol, or arithmetical operators, logical operator, relational operators. Okay, so we have plenty of operators. Okay, so what data will use and where you will get it? Okay, the data must be either alphabet or special symbol or numerical numbers, right? Next, so what will be the output of the program? What will be the output of the program? So what I will get finally? Next, how does the program interact with the user? So how does it interacts? Okay, so when you will enter the ATM or any centers, okay, so it will guide you, okay, what you should do, right? That is itself. How does the program interact with you? Is that clear? Is that clear? And so ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ದಲೇ ಇರೋದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹುಡುಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಸ್ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಈಗ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಓವರ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಜಗತ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಎನಿ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್. ಹೌದಾ? ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್. Is there any possibilities of counting as stars?
No, sir.
Sky. So ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನಕ್ಷತ್ರಗಳನ್ನು ಹುಡುಕೊಂಡು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆಯಾ? Right? So in the ancient mythology, the Satyarishchandra, the king called Satyarishchandra, who will say always a truth, and is very belongs to Lord Shiva, and then he will a very devotee of Lord Shiva, and then always says truth, and then he is very kind. Okay, right? He will never said any false statements. Okay, so he is a pakka Satyarishchandra. So we'll call. So, but the thing is changed now in nowadays. Satyarishchandra means he is a pakka wrong person. But so at that time, so Satyarishchandra need to pay his loan. So he took loans from some rishi called Vishwamitra, or he need to pay the credit to him. Okay, so how much he will ask. Okay, so ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಲ ಎಷ್ಟು ವಾಪಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so the person who is strong physics, so he's having strong physics. Okay, standing on the elephant. Okay, so taking one stone, okay, and throw it towards the sky. Okay, so how much the height will reach? Okay, he need to pay that much amount. ಒಬ್ಬ ದಪ್ಪ ದಷ್ಟಪುಷ್ಟವಾಗಿರೋ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ತುಂಬಾ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಎತ್ತರವಾಗಿರೋ ಆನೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಕಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸೊ ಆಕಾಶದ ಕಡೆ ಎಸಿತಾನೆ. ಎಸೆದ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎತ್ತರ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಕಲ್ಲಿನಷ್ಟು ಎತ್ತರದಷ್ಟು ನೀವು ರೀಚ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಎತ್ತರದಷ್ಟು ನೀವು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಸಾಲ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್? So it is not possible. ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 0 ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಿದ್ರು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ಇದು. ಹೌದಾ? ಯಾವತ್ತಾದ್ರೂ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿನ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಬರೆದು ತೋರಿಸಿದಿರಾ? ಯಾರಾದ್ರು ಈ ತರ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದಿರಾ? ಇನ್ಫಿನೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಡಾಟೆಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿರಾ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಅರ್ಥ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಾ? ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಸೊ ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಕ್ಷತ್ರಗಳಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಆ ಕಲ್ಲಿನ ಹೈಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಚಿನ್ನ ಒಡವೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡೋದು ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ to count the amount and then so to count the stars, right? So ಇದು impossible. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ? ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್, ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಕೀಪ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಮೈಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, next, what kind of the data it will use? Okay, so there must be some quantity to measure that. So we must know that. So what will be the output of the program? So ಏನ್ output ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ, ultimate answer ಏನ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ? Okay, ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. And then how does the program interact with the user? ಹೇಗೆ interact ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಯೂಸರ್ಗೆ? ಓಕೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವನು ಸೊ ನಾವೇನೇ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಸೊ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ATM ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಓಕೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಲಿಟರೇಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಅಂತಿದ್ರೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಎಜುಕೇಟೆಡ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ATM ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್, ಟು ವಿತ್ಡ್ರಾ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್. ಹೌದಾ? ATM ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಸೊ ಅಕ್ಷರಸ್ಥರಿಗೂ ಇದೆ, ಅನಕ್ಷರಸ್ಥರಿಗೂ, ಲಿಟರೇಟ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಇದೆ, ಇಲಿಟರೇಟ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಇದೆ. ಹೌದಾ? ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋಂಗಿದ್ಯಾ? ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ATM ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್? Yes. What does the program interact with the user? This is ultimately we need. Okay, ನಾವು ಏನಾನ ಇಷ್ಟ ಬಂದಂಗೆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬರ್ದು ಅದು ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗದಲೆ ನಮಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? The program is coding, it should be always done universally, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ. ಓಕೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ದೊಡ್ಡವರು ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬರೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಸಿಟಿಸನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ವಿತ್ಡ್ರಾ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹೇಳುತ್ತಾ? ಯಾವತ್ತಾದ್ರೂ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾ? ATM ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆತರ ರಿಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾ? Is there any age barrier? Is there any religion barrier? No such kind of things. Okay, so the program coding, so it should be always a unique and then it is always a universal. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Is that clear? Okay, so ಇಷ್ಟು steps ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Problem definition ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Is that clear everyone? Okay, shall I erase this? ಅಳಿಸ್ಲಾ ಇದು? ಅಳಿಸ್ಲಾ? Shall I erase this? Okay. Next, problem analysis. Problem analysis, right? After having a definition, you should analyze the problem. What do you mean by analysis? ಏನು analysis ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? So what you should analyze? Okay, so here number 1, inputs. That is the data you want to work with. Want to work with. Next, number B, you need to analyze the input. After that input, so you need to analyze the output, the desired results. Right? And then any additional requirements constraints required for the solution. Required for the solution, right? So these are the analysis steps you need to follow while solving the problem solving technique. Problem analysis. Okay, it includes the first of all inputs. Inputs, that is the data you want to work with. Okay. So even though while solving the arithmetic expression, okay, set ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ ನೆನಪಿದ್ಯಾ? A plus B minus C. Okay, and then so if A is greater than B, B is greater than A is equal to B, and then I have provided an input, okay, to analyze the problems, both arithmetical and logical, right? And then output the desired results. ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬಂತಾ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಬಂತಾ? ಆಮೇಲೆ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ನಂಬರ್ 3 ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ವೆರಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ right? Binary conversion,
Yes, sir.
binary addition, binary subtraction. So finally, so we need to conclude ourselves. So I have done properly, I have done clearly. Okay, so I don't have any hesitation to say in front of anyone. Okay, ನೀವೇ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರ್ದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ, ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರೋದು ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡದಲ್ಲೇ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬಾಯಿ ಬಂದಂಗ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲ ತಾನೆ? This is analysis, output, the desired result. Next, any additional requirements or constraints required for the solution. ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಬೇರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ alternatives ಬೇಕಾ? ಇನ್ನೂ ಈಸಿ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಾ? ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ನಮಗೆ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಸೊ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ is called, so the step number 3. Okay, analyzing that is called step number 3. Okay, right? So first you need to take care of inputs, that is the data you want to work with that problem, and so output the desired result. Okay, any additional requirements, constraints required for the solution. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? Is that clear everyone? Right? Okay, any doubts in this session? Okay, regarding problem solving technique introduction. Okay, so next, problem solving technique, computerized process. Okay, so right now it is steps. So which are the steps involved in problem solving technique? Number 1, problem definition. Number 2, problem analysis. Number 3, problem design, either algorithm or flowchart using. Number 4, coding. Number 5, testing or debugging. Number 7, run or executing the program. Number 8, what is it? Number 8. Okay, run the program. After the run the program, number 8, documentation. So finally it is maintenance.
Maintenance.
Right? Problem definition, problem analysis, design, testing or debugging. Next, run the program. Next stop, documentation and maintenance. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear, everyone? And after that, so we have discussed the, so step number 1, that is problem definition. Right now it is step number 2, that is problem analysis. Is there any doubt in the session? Is there any doubt in the session? So session doubt is there. Is that clear, everyone? Is that clear about the chapter number 5? We are getting started with the problem solving technique. Okay, right? Okay, so bye everyone. So I'll continue in the next class. Okay, bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.